Yeah, Will here, March 13th, day 7. Last night it was cleared off. It was clear all day yesterday. Got down up to 50 degrees, and then as the sun started setting, the temperature dropped considerably. I went to bed around the last light. It was about 37 degrees, and it looked like it was going to be a big frost that evening. And then I went to sleep, and I woke up probably a couple hours later to a really strong south wind that blew all evening, which was very unusual. It reminded me of the Santa Ana winds in southern California, the hot winds that blow over the mountains down into LA and Santa Barbara area. They're kind of spooky winds in a way. And this was really kind of a strange thing. I've never seen a wind like that with that intensity. At first when I heard the wind pick up, I thought it was maybe it's a high pressure northwest wind, but it was obvious south wind, and it died down a little bit. I started traveling around first light or so. But one reason I do these solos each year at Breakup is part of my eyewitness. I get a sense, kind of an intuition of climate. And this wind last night to me was a sign of the El Nino, the real severe El Nino weather that we're having right now. Thaws at 50 degrees, you do get those in March, but this one and this winter here was exceptionally warm, and the changing climate is really quite obvious, and the speed at which things are changing. But there's still a lot of hope, but we have to act really quickly. And I took in the last debates before I left on the expedition, and I watched these three clowns insult each other, and all three of these men don't believe in climate change, and their idea of a solution to climate would be to cut the EPA, but you know, it's really time for action here. We really have to be a little more constructive, and really the youth hopefully will carry on here with this vote coming up here. It's a real critical year we're in the United States. But at any rate, long day today, 12 hours. The conditions on the lakes were pretty fast travel in the morning. The reason I left early was to hit the ice when it was a little bit frozen, and there was about ankle-deep slush. I did a number of really tough not portages. There weren't any trails, but crashes from lake to lake, small little lakes. I'm camped at what's called Hard Dog Lake. I went up Hard Dog Creek, and a very beautiful little area here. This has been burnt off by about 20 years ago, but a real pristine, beautiful, silent wilderness. Really quite an interesting wilderness here. There isn't much flights, overflights. A lot of times in some wilderness you get a lot of flying over, but I actually have never heard a jet plane here. But so the wilderness is really quite complete here. And I'm traveling, getting up early now to take advantage of what little bit of frost there is. But anyways, a good day of exercise. Sitting in the tent here, drying out. My muckluck's got me soaking wet here in the water. And going to be cooking up a dinner here. And it's Will here, then signing off. Over and out.